a virtual camera there. Hello everyone, welcome back to the 5th and final episode of The Wolf Among Us. If you're joining us live on Twitch, thank you very much for coming in, guys. I really enjoy having you guys in the chat, and I hope you've been enjoying me and Bigby's adventures through Fabletown, and hopefully agreeing with my decisions. If you're joining me through the VOD or on YouTube, hi, thank you guys for watching. There's a whole series of stuff that you can watch over on the YouTube, as well as stuff for Red Dead Redemption, Vampire the Masquerade, Coteries of New York, and just some general things to hang out. Yeah. I forgot what my intro was. I'm not sure if you can tell.
I mean, your eyes and the teeth. You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
We didn't even get it previously on.
Not if I can avoid it.
Well, you can check the Black Archive for that, Tundra.
No.
Holly's sister, Lily.
Do you even give a shit about us? The strays.
That's why you can't tell me anything. It's the ribbon, isn't it?
Throw
We're
exclamation
destroying the
mark
tree.
archive in the chat.
No!
To go to the Black
We're not
Archive.
burning the tree, Snow.
Hey, you're not really gonna send me to the farm, are you? After everything we've fucking been through, you don't have the nerve to give me a straight answer.
Thank you, Betty.
God, Bigby!
This time was no joke. Eat as many metal shellings as you see fit, but take just one more silver round near your heart, and the only place I'll be visiting you is the morgue.
Bigby, wait. When you get the Crooked Man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial.
Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss.
Wow, we're just going straight into the intro. Okay. That reminds me. There's a podcast that I'm going to recommend to everyone. So all you podcast listeners out there, fucking listen up. Batman Unburied on Spotify is a fantastic detective podcast and analysis of the character. Also stars Lance Reddick as Thomas Wayne, and I can't remember who plays him, but it's the first ever portrayal of a black Batman. So check it out. Lovely scientists, thank you for the 15 months and the 14-month streak. I hope you continue to enjoy the emotes. Hi, scientist. You would like Batman Unburied. Podcast on Spotify. Episode 5, Cry Wolf.
You've come a long way. You must be tired.
Whoa! Okay, real quick thing. Can we just talk about the fact that they were Batman Unburied? I do have an accent. Can we just talk about a really cool little game thing there? The fact that he actually took the cigarettes out of his pocket and you saw the ripple. That's really... Unburied, correct. That's really good game design. You'll notice in video games, people don't really take off clothes on screen. Like, you'll see someone go like that, for example, and then it'll cut away to someone else. And that's because it's really difficult to animate textures like that. I think The Last of Us 2 was one of the first ones in recent memory we've seen where like people can actually take off and put on clothes. So just the fact they have that little animation where he slides his hand in the pocket and you can actually see it move a bit, really good game design. Fucking props to the animation team. That probably took someone hours, maybe even days to do.
And if my envoys are correct, you haven't had a lot of rest recently.
Hey, Jersey Devil.
Please, Sheriff, relax for a moment, will you? Do you want a drink? Something to eat? Vivian makes a very nice, it's elegant. Really a carpaccio. It's lobster. Sirloin.
Got a scotch?
Only Tennessee whiskey, unfortunately. What do you think you're doing?
He's gonna...
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating. So don't waste the silver. Sit down, Jersey.
Okay, that's
Well,
interesting.
Sheriff, for the sake of transparency, why don't you tell us why you're here? It would help settle everyone's nerves, I think.
You know why I'm here. You killed those women.
What women?
Faith and Lily, the girls who worked at the Pudding and Pie.
Did I now? I assume by your confidence in accusing me, you must have some...
Do we actually
proof of
have
this.
any proof?
Some allotment of evidence.
Your servant over there told me you did it.
That's a fucking lie. I didn't say anything like
It's
that.
fine.
All I said was that this was your town, and nothing wouldn't happen without your approval. All right? That's it.
If only that were true. Those women. I don't relish telling you that the killings were perpetrated by an employee of mine.
Who?
It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt with internally. I just want to settle the issue for you.
An unfortunate bit of business. You're gonna tell me right now who killed him.
Sheriff, I have complete respect for you and your job. I hope you know that. But I simply can't divulge that information.
So is this just going to be a battle of wits with the Crooked Man for
You
like an
really
hour?
shouldn't
Because
worry
I'm okay
yourself.
with that.
As I said, I've got this under control.
No, I'm gonna deal with it right now.
Yeah, right. What do you think this is? Some kind of negotiation? The man said he'd take care of it. So why don't you take the hint and get out?
You know who did it. Now tell me.
Fuck you, Bigby.
You think I'm scared of you?
I mean, you were scared the other
You're
night.
nothing more than a...
That's enough! I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but in the interest of preserving our alliance, if you have to know, it was Georgie.
Of course it was Georgie.
However, like I said, I'd be handling...
Of course
all
it was
this
him!
Mind.
Georgie.
He was their
You
pimp. Of
got what
course
you
it was
wanted,
him.
so just...
Sit down.
Why are we surprised
Now.
by this?
Yeah, I killed him, so what?
Why'd you do it? Why kill them?
I love his voice in this
Does it
episode.
matter?
Look, the fact is, George here misinterpreted one of my instructions.
Misinterpreted?
And I want to make things right. So, let's work something out.
What's there to work out? I'm protected, aren't I?
Your protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours. But you could murder someone in cold blood like that.
You fucking asked me to do this.
and
You
then
told me
attempt
to
to
kill
blame
him.
me for it. You will be silent while we discuss what to do with you.
We should put a ribbon on him.
Bollocks this. You're just gonna let him do this?
So what do you say, Sheriff? Can we discuss terms? You can have Georgie. Consider it a gift, ensuring our continued cooperation.
What the hell?
I think I'll be taking both of you.
You're not taking me, you fucking ponce. What the fuck is this shit? You said you'd cover for us.
For minor infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you people? You're really gonna sell him out just like
You
that?
think I give a fuck if I'm the one? Who the shit do you think you fuckers are?
surrender.
Get the fuck out of
I
here.
do apologize, Sheriff, but I think it's best if you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him.
Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go join that whore at the bottom of the lake for all I give a shit, but he's not taking me anywhere. I'll roll over on the lot of you before I let that shit happen.
I already told you. I'm taking both of you in, so let's go.
This could have gone so well. To speak the truth, I've never been a very good mediator. Why negotiate when you can just decide?
Oh, fuck. I love that effect. That was cool as shit.
Did I miss anything good? Well, look at you, all fixed up.
Ow. Ow. Alright, we're doing this again. I guess we're just gonna fight everyone. We're a vigilante now.
Take this!
You're done, Wolf.
Come on, we're pretty much done here.
Ah, shit.
I'd like to say it was nice knowing you, but I'll be glad to see your insides turned out.
Got him! Now!
Yeah, you took a while to talk. Sorry, buddy. To be fair, we only have to bring the crooked man in alive.
Oh god.
Hey, Josie. So is it Josie or Devil for short?
This way.
Oh, I thought we were gonna stab him. That's a shame. Beginning of the end. Achievement unlocked.
Ooh, shit.
I know.
Bollocks. Bigby's strong. Big bad wolf indeed. What's this menu at the bottom of the screen? Is that my health? Is that how far away they are? What? Okay. Ow! This is just a normal day in New York City, right? Man, I love the plot of Morbius too. Pretty sure Morbius fights a werewolf at least once in the comics. Whee! Oh!
Fuck! What was that?
Well, what do you think it was, genius? Is this what the kids mean by Morbin nowadays? It's fucking Morbin time, Georgie!
Take him off!
I can't.
It's Morbin time! Just, okay, you're an idiot. Run us over. I think it might be the time I have as the wolf.
Gun it!
Are you sure?
Do it!
Also, the subtitles have gone.
He's not moving.
Keep going!
That's not a great gameplay decision to remove the subtitles.
Come on.
Fuck it.
It's not like I'm a werewolf, though. It's not like I turn into a wolf. It's just that that's my actual form. That's what I actually look like. Alright. Hey, Georgie! Oh, okay. We're gonna casually open the... I thought we were gonna kick it down and, you know, bust in. But I guess just...
Come on. We can't stay here.
Hang on. I need a minute.
Okay. Can you stand up? It's okay. Take your time. Slowly.
Oh, it's no fucking use. No way I'm walking out of here.
How did this happen?
I'll tell you how this happened. You fucked with the wrong people.
Shit.
You tried to fight the big bad wolf.
I hoped you'd come to your senses. Crooked Man's the one you want. But of course, you're too much of an idiot to see that. Or maybe you just like me too much to let me go.
Hi, Chorus.
I'm taking you in, Georgie. Let's go.
You gonna carry me?
Please, Sheriff. Haven't you done enough? Look at him. He's dying.
I'll arrest you too if I have to.
Go ahead.
Thanks for the luck, Chorus.
It isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and Lily, he's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
What? He made sure they couldn't talk with those damn ribbons, and then he killed them. You're wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered...
Of course it does. Those girls...
So it's all my fucking fault then?
I
You
didn't mean...
fucking... You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf too? You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck? I did what I had to!
Exclamation mark luck, Chorus.
You can't fucking blame me for that.
Why'd you do it then, huh? If it's not your fault, then what the fuck happened?
Look, Faith and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the Crooked Man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it. You think I don't know what that means? Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with. So I fucking killed him. And I'd do it again. 'Cause it's not my fault.
You're still the one who pulled the trigger. Nobody held your hand and made you go through with it.
Fine. Believe what you want.
And we're back to the conversation about choice. Every time a cat... Again, a lot like Red Dead, this is a game that's fundamentally built on choice. And now we have a character saying, I didn't have a choice. I had to do what I did. I didn't have any other option. And yes, to a lot of extent, Georgie is in a position societally where he doesn't have a lot of options. But he is also both exploited by the horrible way Fabletown is run, and an exploiter, because he's seen a gap in the market, he's seen a place where he can rise into power, and now he abuses the people below him.
I can tell you've made up your mind. Doesn't matter if it's fucking true or not.
You're both
Go ahead and
criminals.
arrest me then. But it won't bring back Lily or Faith. It won't free your friend Narissa. And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing.
No, you're not, because I'm going after the Crooked Man,
Must
too.
be so easy being you. Just come in here and blame me for all this shit. Job's done, right? George is the bad guy. It's all his fucking fault.
Georgie, you murdered 2 women.
But what was I supposed to do? You don't know what it's like, Bigby. How could you know? At the end of the day, you're just like him. Coming here, talking about options. Like it was that simple.
You could have done anything else. You could have let them go. You could have freed Faith and Lily from those fucking ribbons instead of murdering them.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If I freed them... What would you have me do? Kill her?
Georgie, don't.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die, do you still think I had a fucking choice?
What are you doing?
What are you talking about?
This is the original. The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
You promised you wouldn't.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The
She
same
dies.
thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were supposed to look out for each other. I trusted you.
You can't fucking blame me. You're not innocent here either.
I know that. But did it have to be like this?
Wait, those were your ribbons? You're in on this? I thought you cared about them.
I do. Of course I do. You have to understand, nobody was supposed to die. When we built this place, it was just a stupid idea. A gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee. That's how it started anyway. This
You
was supposed to be
exploited
our
people.
place. We were gonna be in charge for once, and nobody would try to control us or use us. That was the point. Then the crooked man showed up and everything just turned to shit.
So, do you get it now? Why I couldn't just... If you still think it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead. Kill her then.
What are you doing?
Break the spell. Save the fucking day.
Stop it!
I told you, sometimes all your options are shit.
We'll find another way. She doesn't have to die. Maybe the witches
Don't talk
can...
about me like I'm not even here. Please. You think this is hard for you? My life is such a fucking burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say? It's my life. Like it was either of yours to give up in the first place.
She's right.
You're right. It's your life.
I know what I've done.
Wait.
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do what they want with my life. I thought it would be different here. But it's all the fucking same.
Vivian, I didn't mean...
Do you think I wanted to be this person? What I did to Faith and Lily? To all of them.
Vivian, wait.
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care. I have to forget what I've done to them. What I took away from them. I look at Nerissa and I hate myself.
Vivian.
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
Vivian, don't. Vivian, no! Fuck! No, 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 no! Why'd you have to do that, Vivian? Vivian!
Just... Jesus.
Vivian, I didn't fucking mean it. I was just... Oh.
Fuck me, man. I mean, it was her choice in the end.
Fuck!
It's her agency.
Get up!
Don't think so, Bigby. I'm gonna die here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the crooked man the same treatment when you find him. Really fuck him up for me, all right?
He's gonna have it worse. Don't worry.
Good. Old foundry by the river, all right? Shepherd Metalworks. He'll be there. Fucking asshole.
What do we think of the crooked man, chat?
You want to finish me off now? Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one? That's what you want to do, right?
That's not who I am.
Prove it then. No more games, all right?
And that's again, Bigby has been fighting against the perception of him. A lot of this, again, another thing, another big common theme in this game is perception, is how people view you. The literal glamours, obviously, is a way in which people view the Fables. And Bigby is despite the fact that Bigby has a glamour, everyone views him as the creature underneath it. So it doesn't really matter what he does or how he looks, because the people around him are always going to judge him for something that he can't intrinsically change.
Make it quick.
I believe in mercy killings.
All right, Georgie.
I'm not just going to leave him there to suffer on his own while his dead lover/friend lies next to him. You know? Like, he was a bad guy, but he was to some extent. He tried to do something good and was exploited for it, and then just became worse. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. Okay, but someone has to go clear that up, otherwise Hans and Greta and fucking Narissa's gonna come into work tomorrow and there's gonna be 2 fucking corpses on the on the floor. It is interesting that the villain of the Fables story is our urban myths. The Crooked Man and Bloody Mary are horror stories, effectively.
Of course.
Why would it be open, Bigby? Just Jessica Jones that shit. Fucking love Kristen Ritter, my dude. Kristen Ritter is good shit. The Shepherd Metalworks. I'm sure there's a wolf in sheep's clothing somewhere in there. The best safety device is a careful worker. The best safety device is safety. That's not quite how shadows work, game. Like, you can see if you look at the box, the shadow texture's weird. It's very clearly just another Bigby. Best safety device is a union. Best safety device is socialist reform. Yeah, you can tell the shadow's a bit weird, look. Oh, that's why it's weird. It goes behind the logo. Look at that. I was struggling to figure out what was wrong with that. It turns the logo inverted. That's not supposed to happen. Oh, cool. We're not walking into a trap at all. Alright, Bloody Mary, where you at?
Bigby Wolf. The big bad wolf.
Yeah, that's me, the big bad wolf.
You used to be something.
There's files on me.
They used to fear you.
Yeah.
They'd hide anywhere their small shivering bodies would fit.
Of course, we still fear urban legends, but we don't really fear the big bad wolf anymore from Fables. But stuff like Bloody Mary is still, you know, it's still a horror story. Okay, this navigation is not great, won't lie. Silver bullets. Hello.
It's about time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you've finished, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Cut this shit out!
Didn't your mother ever teach you manners?
No.
Or was she too busy fucking whatever breeze drifted through town?
Alright. No one insults my mum.
Is that the best you can do?
Ooh. Oh, that's cheating. We're on a bit of a comic stint at the moment, so I'm trying to think about what game we should play after The Wolf Among Us. I was thinking, we've had some votes in the server for BioShock. But some of me was also thinking about the Batman Arkham series, but that's again a long commitment. Ow! But like, since I'm a fountain of information about comic books, it would be an interesting series of streams. Unless we just run both at the same time, so we do like Mondays BioShock, Thursdays. I'm hitting these buttons.
Where are you?
Thursdays Batman.
Come out and face me.
Oh, that's what she actually looks like. Oh, she's got glass in her. I love that design. Dude, the designs in these games are fucking amazing. Oh, the glass digs into her whenever she moves. Oh no, we fells down. Benny, you could do a very good Bloody Mary cosplay. Oh, exclamation mark clip should work now, by the way. I fixed it. Of course, she's Reflections. Alright, horde mode, but we're only fighting one person. This is going quite badly. This is not what, This is not how I expected the orgy to go, won't lie. Oh, wow! There's the big bad wolf. That wasn't even his final form. Oh, he really is the big bad wolf, isn't he? Good dog. Yeah, go after the one that's running away, because that's clearly the real one. And all of this fits in a little Bigby package. And this thing has a nicotine addiction. Oh my god, don't tell me we have another form. He huffs and he puffs and he blows all the Bloody Marys away. Yes, I have my own set of superpowers. He's afraid of the big bad wolf. I'm honestly surprised they didn't go with a howl there. Nakey Bigby. Come on, Bigby, show ass. We all know why we're here. Those are tiger growls. Listen, it sounds cool. Oh, so what? He just had his clothes like nearby? Because it was implied when he turned into the big creature before that he saw the clothes on the, like, on the clothing line, right? And was like, I'll take those. But these, he just had them, I guess.
Hello, Bigby.
Are those clothes even real, or are they part of the glamour?
Reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds... I won't miss next time. Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
Alright.
You plan to do what she says, don't you? You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial.
The whole town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
Why don't you let me worry about that? Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
If you're not a killer, then what are you?
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
Ugh, that's just as bad.
You have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. And I don't think I'm being unreasonable. If you decide to do something stupid, like murder me, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. you really want the truth?
This is about protecting Fabletown. When some asshole murders 2 of our people, it's my job to bring them down.
Then
We
why
have
are
to
you
protect
here?
the town.
You know who murdered them. Georgie.
Well, Georgie's dead.
Isn't he?
Yeah.
My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle.
So obviously
Right,
we're
let's go.
taking him in.
Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say? Hey! I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup.
But, you know.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers.
The only thing worse than manipulative mob boss is the one that thinks he's better
Your
because he doesn't get his hands
punishment will
dirty.
follow.
Yeah, but we can't be judge, jury, and executioner. As much as I believe in vigilante justice to some extent, I don't believe in murder.
I know, but we have to do something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Ladies and gentlemen,
You
the
okay?
Crooked Man.
It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
Well, he didn't make it easy.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
We can talk about it later. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You murderer!
You killed Lily!
She was my
Where the
sister.
fuck do you get
What
off?
about Faith?
You think you have the right to just do this to
everything you
people?
said.
You're a fucking crook!
You should be
Fucking
ashamed.
shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances...
Okay,
I
but this
thought it
isn't
best
all
if
of
we do this as soon
Fabletown,
as
so
possible.
why are these guys specifically
The
here?
Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Well, where is he?
I killed him. He's dead.
He's... what?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charge.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Everyone's just
Got it?
cutting in and out.
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And kidnapping Crane at gunpoint.
He went willingly.
Yes, thank you. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're in...
Everyone just shut up for a minute. You wanted a chance to talk? Well, go ahead.
We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
Because there's a way
The
we
Crooked
do
Man has
things.
committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
realm.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
but
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
But glamours will still cost money. Because capitalism, baby!
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Shut the fuck
Georgie was
up.
working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever
Yeah,
reason, I'm sure
good
it
for
was
Snow
he
standing up
that
for her
he
principles,
murdered
but
2 of his
also
most
her
faithful
principles are kind of
employees.
shit.
I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
If you were so offended by it, why'd you cover it up then? If it had nothing to do with you and your shit, then why'd you try to protect him for so
What
long?
cover up? I never made any attempt to hide Georgie's criminal activity from you. I learned of it myself
For
only
fuck's
recently.
sake. Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
Helpful isn't the word I would use.
My comrades are another matter. And I'm sorry for the predicament they put you in. They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I've protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
What's he talking about?
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people, use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
You're not serious. I know what you do to people. I've seen it firsthand. What you did to Faith, the way you manipulated her. Do you really think any of those girls were free? Do you really think Faith
I'm
wanted
sorry,
to...
Lawrence. I'm sorry that your wife came to me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided
Oh, that's
to
who
use
that
this
is.
judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yeah, because he exploited the fucking system.
Yes, but
Wasn't I?
The system.
We've had our problems and we've made mistakes.
Guys,
but
you're
we
so
don't
close.
actively exploit people to serve our own ends.
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
She wanted my tree destroyed, but Bigby refused.
What?
you were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
I know. Snow made a mistake.
I have very good reasons for asking you to do that. She was working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a crooked man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town.
I love how we have gone from a simple discussion of is this man guilty of murder to is this system fundamentally capable of supporting its people? Simple discussion. Sorry. We have because the discussion is like, it's always more multi-layered than just is this person good or evil?
And that may not always be clear right away, but I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection.
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you from people like him.
The crooked man's been exploiting you, exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
We're not gonna tolerate this shit anymore. The debts are wiped. His business is closed. He's done.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now.
Yeah, we got Beast on our
But
side.
you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Yay, we won.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the murder.
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession.
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
Here we go.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of course it's right. This man tormented all of you, for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
them.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did, because he was working for me at the
Oh,
time,
shit.
Yes?
Yes. Where are you going with this?
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Technically, that was under Crane.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
Snow had nothing to do with it. We all thought she was dead.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened.
Just
Georgie
going in
killed Faith and
circles.
Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
This isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen,
Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain
here.
level of privilege should be afforded to...
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby! Miss White!
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
She
I'd
can
like
talk
to,
now.
I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't know
Just
what
shut
it-
up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found
This is modern feminism talking.
Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
Vivian wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know
Nerissa!
your-
My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me. And now I can finally say, you're an asshole. And I hope you rot at the bottom of the witching well for what you
We have a
did.
witness.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me?
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
What did you expect to happen here? You're getting what you deserve.
It's just not a lot to talk about, honestly. It's really well wrote.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough bloodshed?
So we get rid of him.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen.
Or we could use prisons for their intended purpose and focus on reform. Ah!
Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
We should have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine. Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow.
Just do what you think is right.
Yes, Sheriff. Do what you think is right.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
No.
He has to die.
We can lock him
Just
away.
fucking get rid.
None of these options are good. These are all horrible choices. What we should do is make a fucking prison that focuses on reform so that you can reintegrate into society, which also needs to be reformed. It shouldn't just be a punishment. Oh, you're getting my political side. Prison isn't a punishment for doing something wrong. It's a place where you can learn to be not better, but get yourself in a scenario where you no longer need to resort to crime. Can you tell Americans wrote this game? Like, sorry, that's a big generalization, but fuck me. The only...
Everyone, I'm...
Not this way.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
Fabletown will remember
you said
that.
You had a way to keep him from hurting people.
Wait, you
After
can't be
what
serious.
he's done, you just gonna put him in prison?
This isn't the way, Sheriff.
You're doing the right thing.
Yes, there's a way.
Okay, so now we're going to reform Fabletown at a basic level. Glamours are going to become free. Sure, we can introduce maybe raise taxes or introduce taxation in order to pay the witches to create glamours. The farm is going to can be reformed into a reformist prison where we focus on bettering the lives of people who are struggling under an oppressive regime. And yeah.
Not what I was expecting. Morning, crooked man.
He's got a sharp tongue. I thought it would be better for everyone if he parted with it.
Thanks, Greenleaf.
Let's just call it even.
So I didn't know that was what happens.
Hey, Sheriff.
He's a
You
crow.
come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
This fucking line.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
One, we also shouldn't live in a fucking tower. That's not a great message. Wow, so we actually didn't change anything.
Jesus.
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me, for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit. You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit. Just go grab that, would you? Sorry about all this. I tried to help. Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'd get another chance, but Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway.
Come on, Colin.
I'm walking, all right? Calm down.
This is a really fucking sad ending.
I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her?
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
This is a horrible ending to this game.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there. And they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
I'm sorry, TJ. But, look on the bright side, okay? There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby, so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Mundy seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on, it won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No, some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
What the fuck is this ending? Also, I love that he has a Stork Thing shirt instead of a Swamp Thing shirt.
I'm sorry, Colin.
You got another one of those? How about a smoke for the road?
What the fuck is this ending? This is the most depressing thing I've ever seen. And I'm a goth.
I guess I'll see you around. Stay out of trouble, okay? If you even can.
Yeah. See you around.
Maybe sooner than you think.
Saying goodbye?
So they still have to wear the ribbons, otherwise their heads will come off.
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
It's okay. I get it.
Okay, so their heads won't come
Listen,
off, they just don't...
I came here because I have to tell you something.
I guess it's just part of their lives now.
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place.
Narissa,
She killed
what
them.
did you do?
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
Hi, Michael.
So
Welcome to
I
this chat.
told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
Fuck me. Thank you for the follow, Michael.
Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God.
Welcome to the flock.
What happened? Can you tell me anything else?
I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth?
So you think that makes it okay to lie?
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her.
So, that piece of fabric I found near there, that was you?
Yeah, I cut my leg trying to get over the fence.
This is...
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence, and the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith, or Lily. Nobody cares about us.
I'm sorry, Nerissa. I'm sorry that's what it took to get me to pay attention.
It'll be different now.
Fuck
We'll
me.
make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone.
Make glamours free.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team.
That taxi has done the
Look out for
rounds.
each
Just...
other, and look out for us.
I don't really know where we stand anymore.
Do you reckon that's her cab? And he's just like, I'll just keep going until they're done talking.
Things are always different. Look, Bigby. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you...
The whole game is a socioeconomic... Oh yeah, we figured that part out.
Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was.
But the problem is it seems to be a socioeconomic commentary that
You've been given this job for a
presents
and I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance
presents
against the Crooked Man.
some commentary and then goes, and the solution is to not really change much.
For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
It's to change the already broken system, not to dismantle it and start again. There's a fucking fly.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
I need to tell you something.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
Trying to place me.
You like my ribbon?
Do you like it?
Faith wore one too.
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Did Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about
He
Faith?
said he wanted to run more tests.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
Oh. So the first time we met Faith was her.
I'll see you around, Wolf.
Because Faith was already dead. You and 68.6% of players killed Georgie. You and 89.6% of players brought the Crooked Man back alive. You and 47.4% of players chose to imprison the Crooked Man. You and 98.5% of players decided to accept TJ's gift for Snow. You and 54.8% of players said, I hope I've done some good here. You lied to him about seeing Beauty outside the apartment. You promised her you wouldn't tell Beast you saw her outside the apartment. You offered him protection at the business office. You gave him a drink and sent him to the farm. We imprisoned him. We gave her money after the fight with the woodsman. We smashed up his place. We drank with Gren after Lily's funeral. We made a deal with him and reported him to Snow for burglary. You went to his place first. You prevented him from dying. You tried to take off a ribbon in Bigby's office. You brought her along with you to the trip trap. You showed her Crane's photo. You chose to wait for him. You accepted his beetle and promised to give it to Snow. You stood up for him when Snow wanted to send him to the farm. I fucking hated that ending. That was bad. That was not a good ending. It presented the options for socio-economic change and then went, eh. Not hugely impressed, won't lie. Kinda just disappointed in this one. It was the just vote of, if I wanted more, your choices for change are futile in the end. I could just look at my life. Not true. But that's the kind of problem. Is it is very much just like, there's no real promise of any change or commitment. It's just, we're gonna try harder. It is the just go vote for the Democrats of video game endings. Nothing's really changed. Except, like, I guess people are aware of the problem now. What a fucking not great ending. And then it tries to be like, you know, here's our little noir-esque twist. And it's like, okay, but you still presented a bunch of really interesting problems and then did nothing with them. So that was The Wolf Among Us, I guess. There's gonna be a second one. Eh. Way to bottle it in the last act, guys. Really good up until that point. Really interesting. I thought we were going somewhere, and that's the problem. We didn't really go anywhere. We caught the bad guy, and we are aware that there are some problems, but we're not going to give you any ability to change it. That was certainly an ending of a video game. You see, Telltale often used to suffer from this, this criticism of, it's such a game where it's like, your choices have consequences. But then, when the consequences happen, they all kind of lead to the same ending anyway. Which defeats the whole purpose of storytelling, yeah. Yeah, so either Nerissa's a glamoured Faith, or Faith was a glamoured Nerissa. It could be either way. And, like, apparently one of the things that you, like, you can choose whether or not Colin goes to the farm, but, like, no matter what, the toads go to the farm. So it's just like, why? Why? Like, the game is saying that segregation is a good thing, and that the socioeconomic factors that lead to segregation, not really something we need to talk about. I don't know how I feel about that. No, I do know how I feel about that. Bad. I don't like that. I don't know if I'm going to play the sequel to this game. You really fucking buggered the ending, didn't you, Telltale? So, yeah. Let's go see Casey. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and all who lie out with in between. If you want to join the official Skye Blacke Discord and continue the conversation there, head over on that link. If you want to follow me on social media, you can with !social. If you want to see the previous 4 parts, head over to the Black Archive. And if you want to support the channel in a more direct way, you can either help out here on Twitch or go over to my Ko-fi and get behind-the-scenes access, updates, and regular old things like that. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys somewhere else. Bye.